The protection of Black women and girls is no longer a request, it's a demand. Recently, tweets belonging to a Twitter user who at the time went by the name of Waymo the God has resurfaced. These tweets were vile, discriminatory, and racist. This was specifically directed toward Black, dark-skinned women and girls by a Black man. Correction, this was done by a Black male domestic terrorist. Over the past couple of years, he has rebranded himself as a chef. He has over 250,000 TikTok followers and has received multiple brand deals including one from Walmart. Even more shocking, he has a law license. Surprisingly, he is employed as a prosecutor in Houston at the Harris County District Attorney's Office. Social media, particularly Black women, have come forward with his past tweets and have voiced their concerns with how he treated them and how his terrorism impacted them. The outrage and backlash from this has made the news and forced Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg to respond.
Popular Houston-based TikTok chef under fire, accused of using social media to harass and attack Black women after a series of old tweets resurfaced. But Chef Way, as he's known on social media, also a prosecutor with the Harris County DA's office, and tonight many are calling for him to lose his job. Sion Rhodes is live in the newsroom with more on the controversy. Sion?
Lisa, the tweets in question were posted under a now deleted account back in 2015 and 2016, and Chef Way says he has changed his ways, but that has not stopped the outcry.
Hey, what's up, guys? Let's make a modernist interpretation of a turducken.
On TikTok, Wayman Wesley II, known as Chef Way, cooks up bite-sized snippets of content for his 250,000 followers. But a series of resurfaced tweets are leaving a bad taste in the mouths of many. Under a now deleted account with the handle Waymo the God, Wesley is accused of disparaging and insulting Black women, saying negative things about dark skin and comparing them to trash. Twitter users reacting to the tweets, calling them colorist, anti-Black, and misogynistic. In a post to his social media sites, Wesley wrote, "To those I've hurt with my past tweets that have resurfaced, I am deeply sorry. That was a moment in my life where I was sick in more ways than one. Cooking saved me. You have watched a flawed man heal. I will continue to heal and learn. Thanks for being along for the journey." According to the State Bar of Texas, Wesley has been licensed to practice law since January 2021. Several Twitter users posting the Harris County District Attorney's account calling for his job. In a statement, Harris County DA Kim Ogg wrote, "These posts were inappropriate and offensive and do not reflect my values or those of the Harris County DA's office." Mr. Wesley has explained that these posts came during a period in which he was struggling with serious personal issues, including alcohol addiction. Prior to joining our office, Mr. Wesley went through treatment and has worked with the State Bar of Texas to resolve his issues. His recovery is ongoing. I'm a believer in second chances, and Mr. Wesley has conducted himself professionally since joining our staff. I'm confident that will continue.
DA Ogg standing by Wesley, but the backlash costing him at least one brand partnership that he got via TikTok. The CEO of a high-tech kitchen appliance company called Anova Culinary tweeting today they were cutting ties with him and that he does not represent their value.
What's up, is your unfriendly neighborhood publicist here to talk about how to quickly ruin your brand one-on-one. A lot of y'all on here know him as Chef Way, but Black women who have been on Twitter for a very long time, which I am one of them, I've been on Twitter since 2007, remember him as Waymo the God, the terrorist of Black women, specifically dark-skinned Black women. And I just don't know what possessed him to come back to Twitter and tweet as if his sins would be forgiven and forgotten. Like the app that does not forget nothing, that forgives no one. This is called no self-awareness or brand awareness. Because he literally had gotten away with his crimes by coming over and rebranding on TikTok. But that ego, your ego is the perfect way to ruin your brand. Your ego says you could not just be okay with being hot on TikTok. You had to conquer the whole internet. That's what your goal clearly was. That's why you came back to Twitter thinking you was gonna be able to drop those videos in peace. Woo, okay. So this got a whole lot more serious. And so I am coming to you in a more serious tone. Although it was serious from the beginning, because so often when you see men share these sentiments online, be clear that they're probably like 30 times worse offline. And this comment is one that I've seen not only on here, but I've seen several comments on Twitter, and I personally had several women DM me. And I'm sorry, I did not do a trigger warning. SA is being discussed. He allegedly has done that to multiple women. He has allegedly harassed multiple women, and you can go see some of those women are commenting on my original video about the situation. So what I want to say is, this man is an assistant district attorney with a deep-seated hate for women, for black women specifically, for dark-skinned black women. And when you know how dark-skinned people are treated more harshly by the system in general, and you already have somebody coming in with those biases against us, it does make you question, has he really been fair when it comes to prosecuting women that look like me? And if you probably did deep enough, the answer is probably no. But for the women that have been harmed by him directly and indirectly, online and offline, I am a safe space. If you want to tell me your story so you don't have to come out publicly, that is perfectly fine. But I am now at the point where we need to collect all this information and we need to get on that DA's ass. Because why are you employing a man that has done any of this? And the fact, we know it's on your radar because it made the news and you had to respond to it. So once again, for all you people who say that Twitter is not real life, this made the news in Houston. The DA's office had to come out and make a statement because Twitter, TikTok, all of this is very much real life and has very real consequences. And so the consequence of his action might be that some people dig up enough information to get him out of that seat, because we don't need a man who already hates women in a seat, but we damn sure don't need a man that was around here essaying and harassing women in a seat that can affect everybody's life in a multitude of ways.
This whole thing with Waymo the God rebranding himself as a chef and then gaining 250,000 TikTok followers and multiple sponsorships, including Walmart, is a really good reminder that you can say whatever you want about black women. You can perpetuate however much harm you want to perpetuate against black women, and you can get away with it scot-free, zero consequences, because we are an easy punching bag. Not only can we not defend ourselves, we have no other defenders. We are low-hanging fruit. You can say whatever the fuck you want about us. You can do whatever you want to us, and there are no consequences. Anyway, I wrote about this on my Substack a while ago, 2021 actually, and it's always a good time to revisit it, that we know for a fact that black women are low-hanging fruit when it comes to the social hierarchy because of the intersectionality of being black and being a woman. Anyway, enjoy your misogynistic chef. I hope his oxtails were fucking amazing. He hates black women, by the way. See you next time.
Chef Wei has since taken to social media to apologize for his past behavior, while his fiancée, who is a non-black woman, is making excuses for him.
She made her TikTok private, but I think you need to stop lying. He's not talking about the way that they speak, because, I'm sorry, black women aren't any more likely to use AAVE or non-standard English than black men. Black women have more familiarity with standard English because they are more likely to be educated, and they also read more. But this is not the conversation I'm trying to have. I think a part of healing from all this is being honest. He already showed you exactly what he thinks. He already showed you the tweet. If you are struggling to decipher what he meant by this, that's a you problem. The rest of us got it.
We will not rest until this guy has been terminated from every, and I do mean every, job that he has. If this were a white man, he would have been terminated by now. Chemogs is protecting him, which means we need to speak up and loudly voice our concerns and get this guy fired and her held accountable. We also need to reach out to every one of his brand deals, these are just a few, to make them aware of his racism and domestic terrorism of black women. The protection of Black women and girls is no longer a request, it's a demand.